What's up, Facebook and YouTube? Today I want to talk about maximizing customer conversions. And the reason why you want to do this is because if you think about it, it used to be like 4 touch points at one point where you could get a customer to come in and they'd have to see something that you push out 4 times, right? Now you're getting to about 8 to 12 touch points that you need somebody to see your content and dive into it to be able to make a sale off of that. So the reason why this works is because you have to consistently be in front of somebody all the time in order for them to learn about your business. And the reason why is because it depends on the industry, of course. Like if you're buying face cream to get rid of your eye bags, right? You might need to see it a couple of times and realize that, yeah, it might work. And the cost of entrance is relatively low. So you're spending about 40, 50 bucks versus digital marketing and advertising for like a service that I give, right? So it's a higher price point. So I would need to educate people a little bit more. And by the time you have to really understand that I have to go over and over and over again, explain what I do and explain how it works multiple times. And each one of these times is a touch point. So if I'm going specifically after business owners, well, my stuff caters to business owners. And the reason why is because I want to go after that segmented audience. So in order for me to go after those business owners and for them to understand, I have to push out content that kind of explains exactly what I do. So the touch points are longer and they need more touch points in order for them to take an action. And the reason why is because it takes longer now since there's so much content out. You have to like kind of dig through it to be able to understand like what you're going to invest in as far as a customer, right? So the power of touch points. Now you got to realize that you at least need 8 to 12 touch points, and these can be done through education, through posts, through video content, and through LinkedIn articles. Like if you're continuously talking about your business and what you do, and try not to deviate from what you do, then you'll really get that grasp of like, this is what this guy does, this is what this business does, this is what they can offer. But it takes a very long time for people to understand it, especially a customer, especially if you're a brand new business. Now, an example of this is that I worked with a business owner from Harlingen to add extra touch points to his marketing and advertising. And what we did was I created a flyer for him, and I told him, like, you're gonna buy 5,000 of these flyers and you go hand them out. Well, he came back to me and they said, well, it didn't work. All right, and I asked him like, well, how many flyers did you put out? And he said, well, I put out about half. Well, in order for this to work, you have to put out about 5,000 flyers every single week. Now, big companies are pushing out about 20,000 flyers within a test radius, a very small test radius, and they do this over and over and over again. So you got to realize that you're underestimating the amount of people that you need to reach in order for them to become a customer. You can't just do it once, you can't just do it twice, you need to do it consistently over and over and over and over and over again. And in order for this to work. So consistency is the answer, especially on social media. Like I show up every day and I'm doing lives, I'm posting content, I'm posting video content, I'm posting articles on LinkedIn and different platforms. That way, when it all leads back to me and somebody wants to find me or finds out what I do for a living, they can go to my social media, and it's technically like a little website that they can see all the content that I push out, right? And in order for that to happen is you need to create quality content. Like the only way you can build a personal brand, a strong personal brand for your business or for yourself, is by education, information, and or entertainment. Any of those one or the all three, they work really well, but you need to do it consistently. You can't just do it once and be like, okay, I hope it's gonna work. It really doesn't work that way. So you got to leverage also the diverse platforms. You know, they have Instagram, they have Instagram stories, they have Facebook stories, they have Google My Business, they have YouTube, they have LinkedIn, they have LinkedIn articles, they have medium.com. Like all these are different places where you can put your stuff out and educate, inform, and entertain your people. But the most interesting fact about these touch points is you have to be consistent, and you'll find out that most people aren't consistent when it comes down to it. They talk about it all the time. And they say that, for example, like somebody was telling me that everybody around here has a podcast. That's just not the truth. The truth is nobody has a podcast. I mean, you can call it a podcast or whatever you want, but nobody's consistent enough. So that's what I'm saying is like you can have one podcast in January, and then in 2025, like, yeah, I had a podcast. It's technically not a podcast, right? You need to have consistency along the way. So leverage the power of touch points. You need at least 8 to 12 touch points per person. And most people need more, right? So this is how you maximize customer conversion. You always stay in front of their face, providing education, information, and or entertainment. So this is all I got for today, guys. It's a short one today, but this is the power of strategic social media touch points and touch points in person, like with the flyer, right? So take this with you, go do it what you can, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.